Hey guys, what's up? Welcome back to the channel. It's Cynicalex, and today we're going to talk about the best teams, in my opinion, and the best individual tier 3s and awakened characters for Danger Room Extreme, because it is the hot new game mode. The gameplay is hot, it's fun, it's spicy, it's competitive, it's sweaty. You get so sweaty, and the rewards are good. The rewards are good. Look what happens when you put good rewards in a game mode that's fun. People play it. Wow, what a surprise. Last night when I stopped playing, I was rank 200. Now I have dropped to rank 887. That's bananas. I took less than a 24-hour break and I got bumped 600 spots. That's how competitive this is. And that's not meaning that 600 players are playing. That means 600 players were able to bump my score. They played from whatever they started at and they got past my score. And my score is not bad, 2,000 points. I'm half way to the #1 player's points. And look at my win rate. I got an 85% win rate. So that's very, very impressive. There's tons of people, thousands, tens of thousands of people playing this game mode, which shows how good it is and shows the potential of this game. If this game combines stellar gameplay with appropriate rewards, you get mama's cooking. You get grandmama's cooking. You just get the most delicious feeling in the world. So we're going to talk about that today. We're going to talk about the best teams. Now, I just realized I can't actually queue up that sort of splash screen without going into a game. So I'm going to have to back my ass out of this one here. Oh, and first, I was supposed to say this at the beginning of the video. Big shout out once again to all of you people, all of the fans. I'm talking to you behind the monitor, behind the phone screen, behind the TV. Maybe you're driving, you're not seeing me, you're just hearing me. We ratioed them again. Marvel Future Fight, I'm sorry to Cage, man. We keep blasting him on Twitter. I'm pretty sure he's doing the Twitter stuff. But he posted something about Doctor Strange and the Sorcerer Supreme's new look. And all we said in the comments was improve ABX rewards. There doesn't need to be any slander. There doesn't need to be any insults. We don't need to give them, 1,000-word essays. You can if you want. I mean, not the slander stuff, but I mean, if you want to give them a more detailed response. But I just keep it short and simple and sweet. And you guys jumped on that like hotcakes. And within like 5 minutes, I was gonna say 30 seconds, but no, within like 5 minutes, we had more likes, and we still have more likes than their original message. I promise you, this is going to get to the devs. This is going to get them upset, and this is going to get them to take notice if we continue. You guys are just being fantastic. You guys are amazing. So I wanted to shout you guys out. So now let's move on into this, this Danger Room Extreme discussion. Now, the list of characters for Danger Room Extreme is basically all the characters you see here that are either purple or red, plus Doctor Strange up at the top, Dormammu over here, and then I'm of course missing Morbius, Moon Knight, Elsa, and Spider-Man. Spider-Man I don't have tier 3, and then Moon Knight, Morbius, and Elsa I do not have awakened, but you could technically use those characters. You could technically see a Morbius, Moon Knight, Elsa team in Danger Room Extreme. I've never seen one in the wild. It's a very rare Pokemon, but it is technically possible, however crazy and insane of an investment resource-wise that might be. So I'm going to talk about the best teams, and then I'm going to talk about, in my opinion, the best characters. Now, this is very early doors. We're still very, very early into the gameplay for Danger Room Extreme, so my ideas, my theories about Danger Room Extreme are still very new. As you saw, my win rate is 18-3. I've played 21 games, so I don't have as many games under my belt as some other players. They may have some more nuanced opinions on the game mode, and I may be wrong, so take what I'm saying with a grain of salt. But the single biggest thing I've seen in Danger Room Extreme working, besides the more obvious stuff like picking better tier 3s, like everybody knows Professor X deals more damage than Cyclops, so that's just like an obvious one. Or you're better off bringing Luna Snow than Ant-Man, right? Like there's some obvious things, but besides that, the two biggest things are, of course, if your character has a CTP of Rage, that kind of goes without saying, but more importantly, the leadership. I think a lot of players are still undervaluing the leadership position. You need to choose a leadership with a damage increase. So just a quick run through. Doctor Strange is a good leadership. Apocalypse is a great leadership. Crescent is an okay leadership, but not anywhere near as good as the rest. Mr. Fantastic is only for himself, so it's a pretty selfish leadership. Namor's leadership is basically useless. Okay, Captain America's leadership can be good for Hulk. Think about that. And Red Guardian, or Red Guardians for Hulk. But anyways, Cyclops is a good lead, but a very weak character. Magneto is an amazing lead. Professor X is an okay lead. Scarlet Witch is an amazing lead. Star-Lord's a great lead. Deadpool's just for himself. Who the heck? I've seen 2 people now choose Luna Snow lead, which terrifies me. Okay, Winter Soldier has a good lead. Black Bolt has a good lead for himself and Medusa. Captain Marvel's got a great lead. Thanos has a great lead. Blue Dragon has a good lead only for the Warriors of the Sky. And then Beta Ray Bill and Medusa have good leads as well. And Mystique has for herself. So you've got a large list. Okay, large list of characters with good leads. Please stop picking the characters that don't have good leads, right? If you want to play as Storm, that's cool. Don't choose her in the leadership slot. So if you get the leadership, don't choose Storm. Don't choose Odin. Don't choose Silver Surfer. I mean, the leadership's not bad, but you're really going to miss the damage. And especially in tight, close fights, that extra 30% energy attack or whatever, 40% all attack is going to make a big difference, especially if you don't have a perfect build, okay? So with that out of the way, let me give you guys my top 5 teams for Danger Room in kind of a particular order. I kind of think these are the best teams, but I'm not 100% sure. So coming in at number 1, in my opinion, we have Magneto lead with Namor and Professor X. Now this team is very, very potent. I'll throw the team up here so you guys can take a look at it. This team, in my opinion, is very potent because you've got the leadership, which applies to all mutants, 45% all attack. You get the Charles and Eric combo, which gives you crit damage attack speed. And then here's the crazy thing here. Magneto has accumulation. Professor X has, I don't think he has any self buffs. Okay, but the point I'm trying to, oh yeah, he's got accumulation as well. Namor has the team buff. Namor is a very, very good Danger Room character, but this team buff, right, giving Magneto and Professor X 55 all attack, 70% all defense, 20% all speed, that is bonkers. Crazy. And then his ultimate, Sea of Fire, same thing. He applies to all allies, guaranteed dodge 50%, and he gives them, removes debuffs and ignore dodge. Well, he doesn't give them buffs, but he does give them a lot of defensive stats, and he removes their debuffs if you've been stunned or whatever. So he's got a very, very strong team tier 3, and he does a ton of damage. I think this is by far the scariest team to face. If everyone's firing on all cylinders and everyone's got a CTP of Rage, this is a very difficult team to beat. And it is a team where they have long animations on their tier 3 skills, so they can pump out a lot of damage consistently. And it synergizes better with the Berserk because you don't have to be so precise with the activation of Berserk and the activation of the tier 3. So that's my first team there. Not necessarily the best team, but in my opinion, it is the best team. The second best team, in my opinion, is this one. It's the OCs featuring Doctor Strange. And this team, I would call the Charge Up Squad. Okay, if you want to start to get into some more interesting strategies, this team features the fastest charge ups for tier 3s, which means that this team will generate the most exclusive skills. Doctor Strange and Luna Snow can obviously generate tons of exclusive skills because they have skill cooldown reset. Doctor Strange has, of course, Vishanti, formerly known as Prince's Sorcerer Supreme, now called Vishanti Destruction. So that resets all of his other skills. So you spam 432, 432. So you charge up those exclusive skills, healing, missiles, lasers, berserk. You charge that up way faster. And then same thing with Luna, where you have the reset on 3, 2, and 1 because of her Encore passive. So that combos, and then Sharon has very low cooldowns on her skills as well. She's one of the fastest characters who does not have any sort of resetting, because look at this. She's got 13 seconds here, 11 seconds here, 15. 15 is her highest. So you can very easily spam with Sharon, and you can build up your, you can build up those exclusive skills, and then you've got consistent damage from Luna and Doctor Strange, and you're always in the fight with Sharon Rogers because she bursts off one tier 3, and boom, you win. Doctor Strange has a leadership that applies to all 3 of them, so that's super synergy. And then you have the double OC synergy with energy attack, ignore defense. Very, very underrated team. Haven't seen this exact team yet, but I regularly play with both Doctor Strange and Luna because I love the way that they play. The third best team, in my opinion, if you were to not use the same characters, I'm trying to not use the same characters over and over again, would be a combination of Odin, Scarlet Witch, and Apocalypse. Now, I like using Apocalypse's leadership, but here, Scarlet Witch's leadership does more. There isn't any synergy with this team the way that there is with the previous 2 teams. There isn't really as much synergy, but they're just all hard-hitting, large AoE, easy-to-play characters who just consistently do 20, 30, 40 million damage. So it's just like easy smashings for you to get wins out like that. Fourth best team in my opinion. Again, I haven't seen this one, but I would love to see it because it has a lot of possibility here. We've got Thanos featuring 2 awakened characters, Mystique and Dr. Octopus. So Mystique is going to bump up Thanos and Dr. Octopus's damage because of her passive. Thanos is going to give the both of them attack and defense, and then you can choose to either play normally or you can choose to suicide Mystique and Dr. Octopus to get more awakening skills while Thanos pumps out tons and tons of damage. This is another underrated team. I haven't seen any of these characters in Danger Room Extreme besides Mystique, but I would love to see this team in action because I think it has some strength for the future. Coming up next, we have a team. This is more of a theory team. I don't know if this team can actually work, but it is the full Lightning Squad. And I realize that this team works because of Storm. You've got a lot of passives here. You've got the cooldown crit rate, and you've got the attack speed combo there. His lightning leadership buffs everyone. Now, Storm does have three cold damage skills, but she does have lightning on 1, 5, and 6, and 5 and 6 do the most damage, so there is that. Again, haven't seen this team, but I know that Beta Ray Bill is top tier. Storm is close to top tier. The only weak link here is Thor for now. But if Thor gets a Herald uniform, watch out. He is going to clap cheeks in Danger Room Extreme. But yeah, I'm probably going to try this one on stream soon. I am one of the few people with a rage on my Thor. I put it back on for the extreme story mode farming. So I might try this out myself with someone else running Beta Ray Bill and someone else running Storm with a rage. My Storm has an energy. My Bill has an obelisk still, so I wouldn't take him into Danger Room Extreme expecting much until he upgrades himself to, you know, an energy, judgment, or rage. Last but not least, this is my 6th sort of synergistic team. Obviously, you could just put 3 characters together. You could do Apocalypse, Namor, Luna. But if you're not using the same characters and you're trying to build some kind of synergy, check this out. Medusa lead for the Universals, and then you got Black Bolt, and then you got either Silver Surfer or Captain Marvel. Now, I say one or the other because if you have a rage on Captain Marvel and not Silver Surfer, bring Captain Marvel. I think the build of the character matters more. I mean, Silver Surfer is a better overall character than Captain Marvel, but if you've built your Silver Surfer for PvP with an authority or a regen, he's not going to do much damage. It doesn't matter. Plus, all defense down doesn't matter as much in Danger Room Extreme. It actually doesn't apply at all. So for that reason, this works, and this works because her leadership gives everyone all attacks, which is awesome. The passive gives you more cooldown, and then of course her passive gives her and Black Bolt more damage. So this is a nice one. Not against Jean Grey, unless she's typed as a villain for Danger Room, which I'm not actually 100% sure. I should test that out. But against Magneto and Strife, for sure, they should be typed as villains. Maybe they're not typed as anything. Interesting. Well, regardless, I think this is a really cool team up. Now, last but not least, I want to run you guys through my top 5 picks for just the best character. If I see this character chosen by one of my teammates, I'm happy, with a couple of exceptions. But here we go. Again, keeping in mind that the leadership should be chosen by, like, whoever's in the leadership slot should choose a leadership-oriented character. But with that out of the way, if you're not in the leadership position, I think the best character, the single best character for Danger Room Extreme is Namor. High damage, low cooldown, crazy AoE ult, and crazy team buffs. I just think that any team with him on it has a chance to win because he pumps out so much damage and he improves the team so much, both offensively and defensively, and he's easy to use. The only knock on Namor, is that he obscures the battlefield. He puts water down and you can't really see what's going on underneath. If it's like the shield one where you have to dodge those icicles, it can be kind of difficult to see what's going on. Second best character for Danger Room Extreme, in my opinion, Doctor Strange. He combines crazy damage, excellent leadership, and he's got the ability to charge up the exclusive skill so fast, and that is invaluable. He's almost better than Namor, in my opinion. Almost better than Namor for Danger Room Extreme. He might be better than Namor for Danger Room Extreme, but he has other difficulties. He makes it hard for you to see, and he also makes it hard on your device with a little bit of lag. So he's got some other problems, similar problems, but other problems. Third best, honestly, I think it's Apocalypse. I think leaderships are really overpowered in Danger Room Extreme. So having a leadership and being able to take advantage of the leadership, I know it's only 18% all attack, but it matters. It really, if you're matched up evenly besides the leadership and they choose Luna lead to listen to that corny song and you choose this lead, you win, right? It's really, the matches can really be that close. So he does a lot of damage. He can charge up his tier 3 pretty consistently. He heals, so you don't, risk taking damage and dying too often. And the leadership applies to everybody, which is clutch. Very, very clutch. Coming in at number 4, could be number 3, Magonkus. Magneto, again, same thing. Crazy damage, crazy leadership. Not as tanky as Apocalypse, but has a much better leadership, although it is a bit more restrictive, right, for just the mutants. And then coming in at number 5, we have Sharon Rogers. Now, this list, a list of Danger Room characters, would not be complete without Sharon Rogers, because technically, if you hit your tier 3s properly, you will win faster with Sharon Rogers than pretty much any other character. She has the highest raw damage tier 3 ability. However, if you don't hit with Sharon Rogers, if you miss, if you get interrupted, yada yada yada, if the boss moves, the damage falls off. So that's why I couldn't put her higher than 5th. She is literally the epitome of high risk, high reward play style. And sometimes it pays off, and then sometimes you want to smash your phone because you just missed your 3rd tier 3 and you lose the fight because Strife is being a bit of a crumb bum. So with that being said, I have so much energy and hype for Danger Room Extreme. Honestly, I am now probably looking at the next tier 3 or the next Awakening character through the lens of how good they will be for Danger Room Extreme. Looking for skills that buff the allies, or looking for skills that have other sort of impactful effects. Remember, Luna's tier 3 and her 5th skill has an AoE heal for all allies, so that's awesome. And other effects like Namor's that could come into play. I think that Netmarble and Marvel Future Fight should really lean on Danger Room Extreme. I would not be surprised, and I would be actually excited if they were to build characters a little bit more towards that. Maybe they don't have all defense down, maybe they don't have all resistance down, which are key effects for World Boss, but they have team synergizing and team bonuses and passives and buffs that they can drop on the field, like Dazzler or whatever, but obviously better than Dazzler because it has to be tier 3 or Transcended, specifically to advertise them as really good Danger Room Extreme characters. So yeah, hit me up in the comments down below. Let me know if you would like that or not, and let me know what you think of Danger Room Extreme and what your best teams are. Maybe some Crescent, Black Panther, Wolverine team is going to come out of nowhere. No, it's not. I'm lying. Anywho, let me know. Thanks so much for watching, and I'll see you in the next one. Take care.